Holy shit, you guys are still watching this? Oh, thought I would have lost you long ago. Well, anyways, here we are. It is now July 18th. Yesterday I took that panel home and cleaned it up all nice. Nice round hole in there now. So then here today I'm going to get that all situated where it's supposed to go and get the hole drilled in here for the shower head to come out. Get this wall back up, get it stained. I've got my elbows, my 90s there for that. I have my hole saw now for the floor. So then I have to go under the bus, measure, figure out where I'm drilling my hole to, so that I can come up between the cross beams. Figure all of that out for both sides. I don't have my drain yet for this side, but that's a maybe later today thing. So I have my 90s. I've got my little bag of goodies here. Which doesn't have a whole lot of goodies in it. Nothing tasty anyways. So I have my 6 elbows that I needed. Another bag of clamps. And yeah, I also stopped in when I got my hole saw. I got a whole bunch of stuff for putting the gray tanks in. I've got the flanges that I'm going to put on the sides of the tank to accommodate the plumbing coming from the toilet and from my gray tank. And then I just have to figure out how the hell I'm going to mount the damn things. I still have to go underneath, rip apart the exhaust, pipe that out the side. I've kind of been toying with the idea of either piping it out the back like it is now, or cutting it down and piping it out the side, so it'll come out this side here behind the rear tires. But that's to be figured out here yet. And then yeah. So that's kind of my course of action for today. I've also got the piece of wood for here, so I can get that cut. I was supposed to pick up paint when I was picking up the plumbing stuff and the hole saw, but even though I made a list, I still forgot. Yeah, so that'll be get that piece cut to fit at least, and then if I have to make a run back to town for paint, I have to make a run back to town for paint. I mean, it's not a huge deal. I mean, I'm gonna have to go back at some point anyways, so yeah. But anyways, seeing as you guys have stuck around this long, might as well stick around and see how it ends up. Alright, so now I got that one out, kind of in place. I don't have it screwed in yet, but that's kind of where it's going to sit there. We'll hold that back a little bit. We're going to stain and tile this wall. So that's that. And then over here, for the shower head to come out, this is my top piece. I have my hole drilled here, as you can see here, and it's a little tight, so I was prepared for that. I was expecting that. So I've got my variable speed Dremel. This thing is, let's see, it should have a date on it here. Might not have a date on it. If I'm right, this one is about 20 years that I've had this. And I've got the flex shaft and everything for it here. So it makes it nice and easy to use. I can just zip that a little bit bigger, just big enough to fit my my arm through, and then I will install that panel once I have this hole just big enough and because I drilled a 3/4 inch hole there, and I think my next drill bit size is a 1 inch, so I don't want to put that big of a hole in there if I only need, what, 7/6, it wouldn't be 7/16, 13/16, or maybe 7/8, but I think it's only 13/16. So I don't want to put a 1 inch hole in there when I don't need to put a 1 inch hole in there. I can just clean it up a little bit. So that's what I'm going to do here now. So that made pretty short work of it. I was grinding for, or sanding for maybe 20 seconds. And now my tube here, it's just nice in the hole. There's not too much play around it. It's a little bit of play, but not much. So that will work just nice. Now I can get this panel put back up and get the rest of the wall put up, stain that, then get this piece cut and make sure it fits in there nice. And from there I am gonna be under the bus, figuring out where I'm putting that hole. And actually I might run my I might do my 90s there first, then go under the bus and figure out where I'm putting everything. So I will be back with more updates.